Hello, Libra, and welcome to your 5 card tarot card overall general energy reading for the time specific to 11/1, November 1st through the 15th of 2020. It is a general reading for the larger collective of our Libras and is intended for informational purposes. The information may not resonate with all Libras, keep in mind, so it's totally okay. So, take what fits and let the rest go. To save time, I already shuffled the cards and requested the universal guidance, and these cards were selected right here. The first card here represents your past influences, the energy, the major energy of past influences, which typically things are going on in the last few months. And sometimes that energy may have resolved itself during that period, or other times it could be still lingering into the next time or next period, which our next card is our present energy for this time period. This is your overall present energy of what's to be expected during that November 1st to the 15th of 2020. The third card here represents your overall energy for your future energies during this time period. The fourth card here represents the overall energy challenges that you may anticipate. Keep in mind that these challenges do not imply anything negative. Sometimes they're just information to be aware of, but most of the times they're just choices that you would need to make based on your own free will. And fifth card here is the outcome energies for this period. So, and our past influences, Libra, we have Ace of Swords. Sorry for the glare. But that's, oops, there we go, Ace of Swords. Angel and Spirit Guides, please help us understand for the Ace of Swords for Libra and their past influences during this time frame, please. Well, the energy I'm picking up here for many Libras, what they had a new level of energy in their past influences anytime within this past few months or so. For many, it was an energy that had to do with the intellectual sort of realms. I think many Libras were feeling a sense of encouragement. You were willing to sort of expand your mind, and you were open to embracing new ideas and even sort of craving a mental stimulation. You were looking to pursue new opportunities that would draw upon your creative and intellectual abilities. I'm picking up here, Libra, for when the tarot card shows up here in your past influences, the energy that I pick up, it sort of is sharing with me that many Libras found it to be an excellent time to sort of start new projects. So, and it could have been anything from a major project at work, it could have been a private project, or a small project, a church project, a group project, whatever. It was just some sort of something that you wanted to do that required sort of intellect and communication skills and use of your mental power. Many of you were feeling inspired, and some of you may have taken a writing class or an online class. You could have practiced public speaking skills, or you got involved in activities outside of your normal routine, ones that sort of wanted to use your brain power more than usual. I'm picking up that for many, many of you Libras were really about embracing new ideas. It was you were jumping at the opportunity to sort of learn something that sort of thriving on new ideas, and you were getting inspiration from such. Many of you were excited to start sort of new opportunities that could draw upon that creative and intellectual ability. Keep in mind that an ace, this was a beginning of a new journey for many Libras. And, so many of you were sort of feeling that energy buildup, and you couldn't wait to get started and sort of channel this energy. and you're wanting to succeed at this. Um, However, it was important for many Libras to remember that trying to get to your success can be a challenging road, and you have to get through the stumbling blocks. But those Libras that were able to sort of uh, find that mindset and sort of and be realistic were able to navigate any hurdles that they came upon. The Libras, all swords cards, and particularly the Ace of Swords, represents power. It's in, if you look at it, it's this sword here. You can see here. Sorry for the reflection. The sword here represents, a double-edged blade, and what that implies is that there's it can you can create energy and you can destroy. So the message for many Libras was that with power, any sort of power, and it could be power on the house, it comes with responsibility. And it was up to Libras to sort of make that choice of how you're going to leverage that opportunity to use this power. Was it going to be for the greater good, or was it going to be more selfish and used sort of in an aggressive way? I think many Libras were able to sort of use their scales to balance it out, so that they balance things out between their heart and their mind. And we're trying to figure out how to best use that power, to serve others as well as yourself. Libra, you represent the scales, of course, and balancing of things. And this also, I think, was impacting many Libras and their past influences as well, because many of you were trying to get to the truth of a matter. You were trying to find some sort of justice. Some of you may have championed a cause, and you were wanting to stand up for rights or the rights of others, and you were prepared to fight for that. It was an issue that meant a lot to you, particularly if it had to do with something with anything with that you were passionate about, like, and had to do with human rights. Many of you were able to gain a better clarity of the situation, and you were able to argue your point of vision with truth and a conviction. You were ready to really fight for that battle. In your present energy, you have the Ace of Wands. You have another Ace. Angels and Spirit Guides, please help us understand for our Libras. Why is the Ace of Wands here in their present energy, please? Well, I'm picking up here that, as with any ace, it's again about new beginnings. But the Ace of Wands here, Libra, is about pure potential. It's about the potential that sort of a spiritual and sort of energetic energy that is running or flowing through you, and many of you Libras are feeling it. It's creating sort of this motivation. It's carrying off of your past influences in the last couple of months, so you're carrying it over. You're open to receiving new opportunities, and you're wanting to sort of align with your higher self. You see sort of a lot of possibilities. I'm picking up here that for many Libras, the Ace of Wands here in your present energy for this time frame is going to encourage you to follow your heart and live your passion. If again you're feeling strongly pulled toward a particular project or a path, but are questioning whether it will work, this card here is giving you a gentle nudge, Libra, to pursue your passion. It's giving you a green light. You can always start out small, and treating the project or idea as an experiment or a trial, and if it feels good, keep doing it, and if it doesn't, make adjustments. Let your energy and dedication and motivation be your guides, and trust that. For many Libras, if you've been looking for a sign about whether the project or idea that you're wanting to work on is the right one, the Ace of Wands here is a clear yes. There's a sprouting wand in positive indications here that your idea, and it's encouraging you to run with it. It's encouraging you to turn something that could be fulfilling and energizing. Your Libras are encouraged to use your creative energy and passion in taking the first steps. The universe here does encourage you to sort of strategize and plan out your steps to avoid any sort of pitfalls and prevent any sort of unnecessary stumbling blocks. But again, the energy I'm picking up here for Libras is this is about trusting your intuition. You know, what's critical here is that you get the green light and you act on it, and that's to go for it. You know, keep in mind, Libras, that the aces this particular ace represents potential, but is not guaranteeing results. So, you know, the Ace of Wands or any sort of ace in the tarot cards, this is about, you know, planting a seed in order for you to see something to grow and be more sustainable for you. So this is about an opportunity that offers a great promise for you, Libras. But keep in mind, it's going to be up to you to maximize it for the long term. So, you know, this card here in your present energy is you know, see it as a sort of that spark that's going to ignite that energy to go for it. But it's not enough, you know, to maintain it by itself. It's a spark. The energy is a spark. You, Libras, have to continue it and use your intuition and your passion to see it bring forward. And our future energies here, Libra, we have the Queen of Wands. Angel and Spirit guides, please help me understand our Libras, how the Queen of Wands is in their future energy during this time period, please. Well, I'm picking up here that, you know, the Queen of Wands here is, you know, indicating that many Libras, you're feeling upbeat and courageous and you are determined. Again, you're having this creative flow of energy that's been following you. And, you know, you're ready to find a purpose. You're ready to, you know, face any sort of adversity and any challenge. Many of you are feeling sort of self-actualized and more self-aware. And you're looking for ways to sort of channel those strengths and weaknesses to achieve your goals that you want to work on. I'm picking up that, you know, many of you should be feeling optimistic and full of ideas to share with others. Many of you are Libras are knowing exactly what you want, and you know how to go about getting it. So, you know, you're going to use those engagement skills to help you attain your goals. Again, I'm picking up that many of you Libras are feeling, you know, very determined and focused about these goals, while still, you know, maintaining a friendly and optimistic sort of, interaction with those around you. The Queen of Wands here, Libras, is going to, you know, is going to sort of encourage you to be bold in your undertaking, in your actions. It's going to, you know, it's going to remind you to not be afraid of your own real power, because you have a lot to offer. You know, this is about shining your light, and whatever your idea is, it's going to be bright. So this is about believing in yourself and what you stand for. Don't be afraid to speak up, Libras, because no one's going to silence you on this. You know, the Queen of Wands, much like Libras, you know, are sort of a social butterfly. And this is, I'm picking up, this is going to suggest that, you know, many Libras, you're going to have a busy life. You enjoy making connections with others and putting yourself out there as you sort of pursue your, you know, own creative vision. Many of Libras you're radiating sort of a health and vitality and this inner vibrancy that's, you know, full of, that's bringing you that energy and inspiration. Those around you are feeling it, and it's inspiring others. So, I'm picking up here that I'm picking up for some, the word or the phrase, you're a mover and a shaker, Libras. You're influencing others through your vision and your courage and your determination. And, you know, you're instilling confidence in others that are around you. And you're able to encourage them to use their own power and self-assurance so that they also can achieve anything that they want. The Queen of Wands here also shows energy of expressing yourself fully to the external world, and enjoy, in many cases, being the center of attention, Libra. You're able to create a powerful first impression, and you can quickly win over others right now. You can be sweet and warm and charming in your nature. So this is a perfect time to sort of put yourself out there, particularly if it's going to help you with any idea that you have. And again, it could be any idea. Those around you are going to be drawn to this energy that you're possessing here, Libra, this passion and this enthusiasm. It's going to be good. On the other side, Libras, the Queen of Wands also encourages you to know your shadow side, your shadow self. This is about the lesser known and sometimes darker side that we all have. And this doesn't necessarily need to be any sort of negative aspect about yourself, Libras, but it could be about something that most people don't know about you. So keep in mind that it could be your dark sense of humor. It could be a secret life from your past, or a passion project that you've keep hidden. While you may want to sort of protect this part and keep this to yourself, the Queen of Wands is going to encourage you to express this side openly and to others. It's going to encourage you to not be afraid to show your shadow side now and again, because it's going to help you connect with others on a more deeper level. And our fourth card, we have the Nine of Pentacles. This is in your challenges. Angel and Spirit guides, please help us understand for our Libras why the Nine of Pentacles here is in their challenges during this time period, please. Well, Libras, many of you have sort of been working hard to create that abundance in your life, and abundance can be whatever it is. The Nine of Pentacles is telling me that many of you Libras are able to sort of enjoy your fruits of labor, and it's a lot of it has to do to your sort of independent efforts, your self-confidence, and your discipline. You've been successful at the things that you've been trying to accomplish. This is going to encourage you, or your challenge here is going to encourage you to sort of be able to relax and enjoy these, all that you have. Whether it's money, enjoy your leisure time, some sort of material comfort. It's saying that you deserve it, Libras. The Nine of Pentacles is in your challenges here because it's going to encourage you not to be scared to splurge or indulge or pamper yourself, especially if it's rewarding you for your efforts. Reward yourself for milestones that you are able to achieve, or special occasions, or even a personal gift to celebrate sort of a journey that you have. This is about recognizing what you've achieved and appreciating it, and that goes with the laws of attraction. And part of this is going to help. These little small milestones and celebrations are going to help re-energize yourself, Libras. The Nine of Pentacles here also speaks of financial independence, and this is going to be very important to many Libras. This is encouraging you to sort of have a good lifestyle, but balance your expenses and spend within your means, of course. But the key here is that you want to be able to take care of yourself, not have others take care of you. And you're looking at the long-term sort of benefits, because things can change. It's going to encourage you to seek financial advice on investing if you're able to. Libras, the Suit of Pentacles typically focuses on material wealth and gain, and with the Nine of Pentacles, this is telling me that Libras, you're going to be in harmony with your environment and your surroundings. You're going to be able to harness this sort of high vibe energy that you've been carrying through here in your reading, because it's about bringing pleasure to your life. And it could be as simple as enjoying gardening or outside, or cutting flowers, or something simple. It doesn't have to be very complex, but it's about enjoying how you pass your time. and sort of, the old phrase of stop and smell the roses. This is encouraging you to do this right now. And in our outcomes, we have the Three of Swords. Angel and Spirit Guides, please help us understand for our Libras why the Three of Swords is here in their outcomes energy for this time period, please. Well, some Libras, I'm picking up this energy here, and your outcomes is that some of you Libras are feeling a bit disappointed and perhaps even hurt. Some of you may have, this is about having your heart hurt. It could have been you were involved in some sort of a hurtful exchange, or actions or intentions, an argument or somehow. And in that sort of interaction, there was intense emotions or pain, sadness, heartbreak, or grief. I'm picking up that this event was somewhat unexpected and sort of out of the blue, but it was painful. The Three of Swords here, Libras, is about an emotional release. So if any of Libras, may have suffered some sort of setback or a loss. What this is in your outcomes in this time period is encouraging you to have a good cry. Seriously, expressing your sadness or hurt is a part of a cleansing process and letting it all out. The universe is going to tell you to, if you're hanging on to some sort of sadness or hurt, let it out, process it, and let it go. It no longer serves you. But you have to allow yourself to experience the emotion, no matter how painful. So cry, Libras, shout, scream to the top of your lungs. Do whatever it takes to express any sort of anger or pain or hurt or regret. And it will help those emotions flow through you and out of you. And that's what you want it to be, is to get it out of you. At the same time, you still want to, focus on, your path ahead and what your goals are. So, you want to be careful not to become so absorbed in your own emotions that you lose sight of what you're working on and what your goals are. So, this is about staying focused and dealing with emotions so that you can continue going on and letting go of that. So, whatever this hurt is, or this sadness or despair, this is about accepting it and releasing it. It happened and it moved, move up forward and let it go. The Libras, the Three of Swords here is reminds you that pain, sorrow, and grief are a necessary part of life, and without pain, we would never experience the challenges that we need to grow or to develop as a person. So keep in mind that every hardship creates a discomfort, but it's the lesson that we're going to learn from it, and that's what the key here is. How can you learn from that lesson? Whether it's learn from your mistakes, change your course in your life for the better. While pain, can cloud sometimes your vision in the short term, it eventually will bring clarity and enable you to put the past behind you, and that's what you want to do. That's what this is an opportunity for. The universe wants to remind you, Libras, that have the good cry, get it out of your system, release it, because the good news is that this pain that you're feeling is temporary and it will pass. Yes, the Three of Swords here, allows you to and encourages you to experience that hurt and sadness that you maybe have, but it's only temporary. Keep the faith that you will bounce back. The clouds will dissipate, and you will have a much better perspective and learn from this experience. So have faith and self-love and forgiveness and time, and you will succeed here. So yeah, experience the pain and let it go. Alrighty, Libras, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I definitely appreciate it. If you would like to support this channel, please, I know it gets old, but YouTube algorithms depend on this in order for channels to be promoted wider to a wider audience. So I'm encouraging you to please click on what I call the big three, which is click like the video, click on the subscribe to my channel, and click on the notification button. You won't be bombarded by emails or anything else. You'll just notice a little icon in the corner of your YouTube channel. But by doing so, that affects a YouTube algorithm, and if the more you have of those, then the YouTube algorithm will promote channels to a wider audience. And I'm a new channel, and I'm seeking your support if you possibly could be so kind. I would greatly appreciate it. So Libras, feel free to leave a comment if you felt any part of this reading was applicable to you. And again, if it part of it was or none of it was, if it didn't resonate with you, please let it go. It's totally okay. It just wasn't meant for you. Could be your birth sign, your sun signs, all those other things. This is a general reading. So hopefully enjoyed it, and I thank you very much, and we will look forward to seeing you again at the end of November. So thank you, Libras, and have a good one.